What's going on, Instagram? How's everyone doing today?
What's that?
Never mind. Oops. Just hear the echo.
We're going to get started in just a minute. Instagram folks, we're firing up Facebook and we'll be ready to go. Thank you everyone for coming in. Those people who are coming in right now.
Thanks for tuning in, Instagram, Facebook. How's everyone going? Doing the same thing. It's okay. All right.
What's up, Mandy? What's up, Andy? Also.
Oh, Mandy Moo. Thanks for watching as always, Mandy.
Shall we begin?
Yep, go ahead.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Wellness Wednesdays. I'm Ben.
I'm Eden.
And today we are going to talk about all things CBD. Our first segment, we're going to focus on CBD and anxiety, which is a huge topic of discussion.
It's going to be a great topic of discussion today, guys.
Yep, very relevant. We're going to do product tests as always. We do another sweet giveaway. This week we're giving away.
We're going to be giving away a 500 milligram bottle of the freshly released Wellicy grape CBD oil, which can be either vaped or used sublingually as a tincture.
Awesome.
And that stuff is incredible.
Yep.
It smells delicious. I'm a huge fan of it.
I use the tincture. I like it a lot. As always, in order to win that, we just want a lot of questions and comments, guys. Keep them coming. Whatever your CBD questions are in general, or if you have a question about whatever topic we're going over today, or just comments, anything you'd like to say. And best question or comment, we'll pick it at the end of the show, and you will receive that 500 milligram Wellicy tincture.
Yep, and make sure you guys are tagging friends that should watch this and also sharing it into some CBD-related groups so we can help get the message out.
Yeah, we would really appreciate that, guys. Share with friends, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you can do. We'd really appreciate it.
And starting today, just to thank you guys for watching, if you use the coupon code WELLNESS at wellicy.com during checkout, you will receive 15% off your purchase.
Awesome. Very awesome. So let's dive right into it. When we talk about anxiety, you can talk about generalized anxiety, or you can talk about different things that tie into depression a little bit. But basically, you're talking about social anxiety, PTSD, panic attacks, general just anxious feelings.
OCD's in there.
OCD is another huge one.
Can't forget that one.
So a lot of us, I know, I've had issues with anxiety in the past, nothing too major, but I've definitely experienced it.
Absolutely. I think we all have a little bit in our lives, some more than others.
And that's a good point. I mean, anxiety and stress, we talked about stress a couple weeks ago, it's just a part of life. So sometimes it gets to you. We all do our best to try not let that happen, but that's where CBDs can come in and really play a huge role in alleviating those anxiety symptoms, especially for people who are dealing with, a stronger anxiety issue.
Yep, no, absolutely. CBD is can be incredibly effective for managing symptoms related to these anxiety disorders. But of course, as always, we're not medical professionals, sure. So these are just from scientific facts that we've uncovered and researched, and from personal use from both Ben and I.
Absolutely. We always encourage you to go out there, do your own research, obviously check with your medical professional before you do anything.
Always, that's a big one.
Yeah. So let's talk more about how CBD actually affects anxiety disorders. You're going to hear us, you probably heard us talk a lot about cannabinoids. Those are the elements within CBD that make it effective for so many different connections. Those cannabinoids have different effects on different aspects of the brain. Serotonin receptors.
Yep, exactly. So, basically, CBD is a nature-given remedy for anxiety disorders. Multiple studies have demonstrated its incredible potency towards anxiety and anxiety symptoms. CBD interacts with receptors that work to regulate fear and anxiety.
And so basically you have these things in CBD called cannabinoids. You have these receptors in your brain, cannabinoid receptors. That's why CBDs work so well, actually. But basically, there are different enzymes and receptors, different things at play, being overstimulated when it comes to anxiety, and CBD has been proven to go in there. I mean, if you just want a quick scientific fact, there's an enzyme called FAAH that actually can cause anxiety or something, like it has some effect on causing anxiety, and CBD disarms that enzyme. That is literally the language out of the studies. So pretty powerful stuff.
No, absolutely. That's a big one right there, man. Like, I mean, if you can just nip it right in the bud right there, then why not try CBD?
Like, for those of you who are more like scientifically inclined, there's tons of like factual stuff like this on different enzymes and receptors if you really want to dive in and find out what works. Or, you can just try it, or, take the opinions of others. CBD works awesome for anxiety. Some of you probably already know that. Maybe some of you are wondering if it does or not. But again, just to touch on some more, there are like literally, we have a list here of studies that have just shown.
Yeah, it's pretty long, actually. So like for the first study in 2010, a group of Brazilian scientists performed studies on some people with general social anxiety. The aim was to note whether CBD would help with their symptoms. So after administration for a period, brain scans were taken, and as a result, the cerebral blood flow was seen to be evident of anti-anxiety effects.
So that's huge right there. They did a study. They scanned people's brain afterwards after giving them CBD, and they could see a clear correlation of increased brain blood flow, which is blood carries oxygen and all the elements you need.
It's pretty vital. It's important.
So that is huge right there. Another study, let's see. Oh, here's a pretty good study, actually. In 2016, children with traumatic histories were the subject of the study. And it doesn't go into too much detail here, but basically the bottom line of the study is they were able to sleep better and reported fewer anxiety symptoms from CBD. So just a quick study on kids right there.
No, absolutely. And a lot of that study was done on kids that came from difficult childhoods or suffered through abuse or traumatic events in their lifetime. So that's actually very incredible to see that they experience benefits from it.
That's huge. I didn't know that. That was part of the subject testing. Wow. Another quick study I just saw here I want to mention. In 2014, there was a study done on animals. They were found to exhibit less anxious behavior upon administration of CBD, and this is back in 2014. So, and they say here brings us a step closer to positive results in human beings, which I think we're already there. So.
Yeah, no, it's pretty incredible. These are just study. This is language that we take directly from the studies, and I mean, you should definitely go out and do your own research. But the article that we're referencing right now is from Cannabidiol360.com, and the title of it is "What Will CBD Do for Your Anxiety Disorder?" If you would like to check out that article and read it for yourself.
Awesome. And just quickly, there are different CBD products. They all kind of work. Or methods of using CBD, I should say. They all kind of work in different ways towards anxiety. You have CBD oils and tinctures.
Yep, of course.
Tinctures done sublingually, or you can add them to foods, a salad. You can make your own concoctions. And, of course, you have topicals, which is self-explanatory salves, lotions, ointments, that you can use for various symptoms, especially probably for, like, joint pain.
Yeah, it's more – the topicals are specifically geared towards transdermal pain. So, they directly goes into the endocannabinoid receptors in your skin, and then it's absorbed and provides relief.
So an effective way to use CBD, but probably not the most effective way to treat anxiety. You're probably going to want to vape it, which gets into the bloodstream the quickest, I believe, or maybe
vaping and sublingual. I mean, sublingual is a little faster, but definitely vaping and the sublingual delivery with the tincture are the quickest ways of delivery.
And you can obviously do edibles or capsules too.
Yep, absolutely. The edibles and capsules are great, except the effects are a little delayed, but they're also prolonged at the same time.
And guys, just to kind of wrap it up here on the anxiety, I mean, you have your options out there like your Valiums or Xanax, stuff like that. That's going to be your own decision on how you feel about using those types of things. But CBD is all natural. And studies, again, have shown that it's quite effective on treating anxiety. So if you have an anxiety issue or you're treating an anxiety disorder, obviously check with your medical professional, but do some research on CBD. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, another thing on touching on the standard pharmaceutical treatments for anxiety disorders, a lot of times if you guys are on it, you might even experience this yourself where you're feeling drained or groggy or you're kind of like a zombie.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people are trying to look at CBD or other alternative methods of treatment, because those side effects really impact your overall quality of life, from friends and family relationships to your work life.
That's actually a really good point, because you can totally function when taking CBDs, whereas some of these anti-anxiety medications, they really put you down.
Yeah, no, you're, like I said, you're a zombie.
Yeah.
I'm personally not on it, but from studies that I've read or from people in Facebook groups, just seeing what they talk about their side effects, and it just sounds absolutely terrible.
So yeah, guys, CBD and anxiety, do some research, but let's do some product testing, huh?
All right, yeah. So for the first product we're going to be testing, it's from Giraffe Nuts, which are CBD infused caramels, and they actually have. We're going to be trying the golden maple flavor, and they actually have 3 other flavors. So they have the top shelf Scotch, and then the Atlantic Sea Salt, and then they actually just released a brand new flavor, and all of these are available at Wellicy.com. All right, so
don't forget that code, guys. 15% off.
Yeah,
Wellness,
right? Today would be the perfect time if you want either these CBD these Giraffe Nuts CBD caramels. You could use the coupon code Wellness at checkout, and you'll get 15% off your purchase.
Awesome.
There you are, sir.
So you guys can hopefully see that well.
And Ben's going to be trying the golden maple.
Smell test, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Would you recommend letting, like if you ate one of these, would you recommend letting it kind of melt in your mouth or chewing it up?
I mean, either or, whatever is your preference. I mean, when I eat them, I kind of let it dissolve in my mouth just because, I mean, I like the flavor of them, so it kind of extends that aspect of it for me.
Just to touch on the flavor of this, it's outstanding. I mean, I would give it a 10 out of 10 on flavor. That's God's honest truth. It tastes really good. I mean, it's nothing too profound. It tastes like a caramel.
Can you taste like there's any CBD or anything in there?
There's a slight hint of it.
Okay.
But I get mostly a caramel taste.
Yeah, no, they're incredible, man. Yeah. So now I'm actually going to be trying the Atlantic Sea Salt ones now.
What flavor did I have?
You had the golden maple.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely get like a maple syrupy taste too, for sure.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorites.
Good. What's up, Alan? We'll get to your questions. A great question here soon. How you doing, Wesley?
This honestly tastes exactly like a caramel chew should.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I just went to the candy store and bought this.
It tastes just like regular candy. Yeah.
It's sticky to the teeth, just like you'd expect with any caramel candy, but
there's 15 milligrams in here.
Yep.
Each one.
Yep, and each one.
Okay. So that's a pretty good dose right there.
Yeah. So and then the packages come in. I believe it's a 5-pack, so you get 5 CBD caramels per pack.
Nice.
These are just the sample ones.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to Giraffe Nuts and Ari over there. We appreciate the incredible products. All right, so for the second product we're going to be testing is our brand new Wellicy grape CBD oil, which is available in 250 milligrams, 500 milligrams, or 1,000 milligrams. And then we also, right now, we just released the unflavored additive as well. So if you have a vape juice you already like, then you can mix it in there, and it won't affect the flavor, and then it'll infuse CBD in there.
Awesome.
And again, these can all be used, the Wellicy CBD oil can all be used sublingually as a tincture, or you can vape it in a e-cigarette device. All right, you want to go ahead and try this? Oops, here, let's do that. Freshly opened bottle, guys.
Nice.
So Ben's going to be doing the sublingual delivery.
So basically just take a dropper full. Nice clear consistency.
What do you think of the flavor?
Very grapey, and I like grape, so that's good. I like that.
So again, he's just with any tincture, sublingual delivery, you want to allow it to sit in there for about 15 to 30 seconds under your tongue, and then he'll let it sit there, and then he'll swallow it, and then you'll enjoy some effects within 15, 20 minutes.
That's actually pretty good, bro.
You like it?
Tastes good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do get a small CBD taste or whatever, but that grape flavor is pretty good.
And this, if you guys watched last week, the full spectrum versus CBD isolate, the Wellicy CBD oil, all flavors are CBD isolate.
Did we test? We did a chocolate mint flavor on a previous.
That was the Wellicy hemp oil tincture.
I like the grape.
You like the grape?
Better.
Yeah. See,
not that was bad, but this is really good.
The grape's all the way to go.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm actually gonna try vaping it now. Let's.
And keep those questions and comments coming, guys. I see you guys on Instagram asking a bunch of questions. We will definitely get to those.
We'll be in the next couple of minutes. Wow. I'm gonna say this beforehand. I absolutely do not like grape flavors when it comes to vaping, but actually this is incredible. Like yeah. I may be a little biased, but like no, this is incredible. It tastes just like a mouthful of grapes, you know, like as any grape flavor should taste. Like this is the best damn grape flavor I've ever tried.
It reminds me of like grape bubble gum or even purple Skittles.
Like the grape Hubba Bubba gum.
Yeah.
No, it's incredible, guys. So yeah, the Wellicy CBD oil is available for right now. We're releasing more flavors in the future, but right now you can get the grape or the unflavored additive in 250 milligrams, 500 milligrams, or 1,000 milligrams. And this is the perfect opportunity for you to use that wellness coupon at checkout. Get 15% off.
Remember, guys, code wellness, 15% off. Alrighty.
All right, let's get to some questions.
Absolutely. All right, so Andy wanted to know what we were testing. We were doing a 500 milligram grape flavored Wellicy tincture.
Yep.
And that's full spectrum.
It's right? The CBD isolate.
Oh, that was isolate.
Yep, that was the isolate. Estevan Rangel from Facebook. It's pretty cool that you can actually vape or use the CBD oil sublingually. So that's what a lot of people don't know is a lot of the vape juice on the market is, you can use them as a tincture. But that's why we specifically formulated the Wellicy CBD oil to be able to be used in both methods, because we know not everybody prefers the same method of consumption. So 2 is always better than 1.
I definitely preferred sublingual to vaping for no particular reason. Nothing wrong with vaping, but that's just my method. So see what works.
Yeah, I'm a vapor. If you guys can't tell throughout the shows, I'm always vaping.
So Mandy had a good comment. Just want to throw it out there. My mother-in-law's dog has crazy anxiety, and she's been giving her CBD, and it's been working wonders. That's awesome. Again, we're not veterinarians or medical professionals, but in my opinion, CBD works well for animals, especially dogs. We're actually working on our own pet formulation right now, but right now, if you would like to get some CBD for your dog, we sell the Koi Health Bites on Wellicy.com. So get your dog some CBD. Alan had a good question. He wanted to know, how long does the relief of CBD last before the next usage? Good question, Alan.
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Alan. So, it comes back to it depends on the person and your level of pain. Some people can take, 1 to 2 doses of CBD throughout the day, or even 1, and they'll be fine. While there's some other people that have a high level of pain and they're required to, take a higher dose, 3 to 4 times throughout the day.
Yeah.
It really all just depends. But if you've experienced CBD and you do want to cut down on your dosage, then or the number of times you have to take a dosage, I would recommend increasing your dosage. So if you're on 250 milligrams, go to 500 or 1,000 milligrams.
And just as a general rule of thumb, for me, I like to say my CBD effect, it depends on the product, it depends on what's in your stomach, it depends on the method of delivery, but I'd say a safe bet for me is about 6 hours, generally speaking. I feel the effect. By the way, I feel like I am feeling a little bit of an effect from either the gummy or the tincture in a positive way. I feel like a bit of uplifting.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would assume that would be the Wellicy grape CBD oil that you did. Yeah, because you did the sublingual delivery.
Great point. That's a great point.
So yeah, no, like he said, he's already starting to feel some effects from it. So if you're looking for something and you want relief now or near now, then I would definitely do the tincture route.
Would you put an edible under your tongue to help it absorb like you would a tincture? Does that make a difference? It might.
I mean, it might, but not really, just because like an edible, you're consuming it, you're swallowing it, and then it has to be digested.
Yeah, there would probably be like some of it would be.
Yeah, like if you're sucking on the caramel or something, like some of the CBD that comes out might, be absorbed through your tongue. But I mean, I would definitely, if you want sublingual route, I would go tincture.
And because a tincture is a liquid, the particle size will be smaller, therefore it absorbs better. Whereas a solid food, it's just not going to absorb as quickly. So, is vaping an instant effect? Somebody wanted to know.
Vaping is, I wouldn't say instant, but near instant. It's definitely one of the quickest absorption methods next to tinctures.
Official Young Slick says, I have really bad anxiety and I need strong CBD. What would you call or consider a strong dose of CBD or a way to do it?
I'm sorry, what the?
So like, for example, in the caramel, I just said it was 15.
15 milligrams. So what would be considered like a high dose?
A high dose, yeah.
I mean, there's people, where they're taking up to 150 milligrams plus per serving.
At one time?
So, but those could also be people that are dosing themselves out for the entire day. So then they don't have to go back and dose themselves out multiple times.
It's better to, I mean, it depends on the person, but generally speaking, you want to do small doses throughout the day as opposed to one big dose, or what do you?
Yes and no. I mean, it all comes down to your personal pains and illnesses. But I would start out with the smaller doses because the benefit of using the smaller doses, it's more controlled. Because you understand, like, all right, so if I start at 20 and then I do another 20 milligrams, then I feel good. Then 40 milligrams is good. But if you did 150 milligrams all at once, then you wouldn't know, like, yeah, you would feel better, but you wouldn't know, like, if you could go down to a lower level or a lower dosage, I should say. Alan here on Facebook, looking to try the topical soon. Heard great things about it. Yeah, man, it's pretty incredible, especially if like arthritis or any topical related pain. I would definitely go that route. Or transdermal pain, I should say.
I've never used a salve or lotion, or I really want to.
Dude, I actually I used some a few weeks ago for a hangover. Actually, I put it on my temples, and it actually provided some relief. Like the headache was gone pretty soon. So like something you want to try. If you're ever suffering with a hangover, I definitely, if I'm going out drinking the next day, I definitely try and have some CBD next to me because right when I wake up, I'll take some and I feel good.
I think one of our associates over there uses CBD for headaches quite a bit too. So not that that's exactly the same as a hangover, but
yeah, no, I mean I've said it before on earlier shows. I use CBD 100% for headaches. I don't even mess with ibuprofen or Advil. Let's see. Estevan Rangel, my comment question, rather than drinking alcohol with friends, I'd rather have a CBD season. I think it would be a cool way to show friends and introduce them to it. How do you guys explain to your friends when you pull out your vape pen or CBD gummies?
Great question.
Yeah, no, that's a fantastic question, Estevan. So, I mean, honestly, like a lot of people, they still associate CBD with THC. So I kind of play off of that. So I say, all right, so THC that makes you feel high. It has the psychoactive effects, whereas CBD it has all the medical benefits that are associated with THC as well, without the psychoactive effects. Yeah. So then once they kind of grasp that concept, then you kind of go into be like, all right, so if you're at work or if you're on the go, wherever you are, and you feel pain coming on or inflammation or anything, then take some CBD but you won't feel high. It won't affect your day-to-day life. You'll still be able to function. You'll still be able to work.
Another way to explain it potentially is just an understanding of the hemp plant and male and female and what parts are used for THC purposes and what parts are used for CBD purposes. They are brothers or sisters, you might say, in terms of their relation to the plant, but they do not work similarly at all. So
no, I mean, like, yes, THC has medicinal benefits associated with it, but THC binds to receptors that cause you to feel high.
Yeah.
And CBD does not do that. It just has the pain relief aspect of it, or the medicinal benefits without the psychoactivity in it.
If I had to describe the feeling I'm feeling now from that tincture I took earlier, like, in no way, shape, or form do I feel like mentally high. Just like my body feels a little better, and I feel like maybe a little bit more on point in a way, like mentally.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I feel good. Like, I feel very focused right now, in the zone. You know. Yeah. Alan Hare, this is awesome to see. My mother was able to come off all of her anxiety medications after 15 plus years just from using CBD.
Outstanding.
That's awesome, Alan. We are so happy to hear that.
I've heard so many stories like that. I know so many people who used to be, using Xanax quite a bit or, and whatnot. And CBDs have really cut into that usage, if not completely cut it out. So it's true. I mean, it's very effective for anxiety.
Diane Romeo, I know you won the giveaway
What's up,
2 weeks ago. She just wanted to let you all know my CBD vape juice is really coming in handy. I was rear-ended last Tuesday, and I'm really, really sore. We're sorry to hear that, Mandy or Diane. We hope that the CBD. We hope you're doing okay, and also that the CBD is coming in handy and actually helping you.
Yeah, that's really sorry about what happened, but glad to hear that the CBD came in handy. So
that's great. Good question here. Will CBD liquid flavors be affected by the FDA flavor ban? If I had to, I don't think they're necessarily related. However, there are some unfair regulations as far as CBD goes.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're definitely concerned about that, I really hope you went and took the flavor survey from the FDA.
Yeah, there's a comment period, right?
Yep, no, exactly. Yeah, we don't want to get it down to just menthol or non-menthol. No. Georgia Cranston, the golden maple sounds delicious. Did I hear you say there's a top shelf Scotch flavor? Yeah, there is a top shelf Scotch flavor. It's right there. And again, that's available on Wellicy.com. Use that 15% off discount.
Official Young Slick wanted to know, should he get 500 or 1,000 milligrams for his bad anxiety, how many drops he should take and whatnot. Again, Official Young Slick, we're not medical professionals, but we'll go ahead and give you our opinion here. I think that you should probably get the larger bottle, just because it'll last longer.
Yep.
And you can experiment more.
Yeah, exactly. And you can increase your dosage, decrease it, just play around with it.
Like the dose I just took of the tincture was 1 dropper full, which we'd have to do some math to figure out the exact dosage, but maybe try 2 droppers.
So basically, like in the 250 milligram level, if you took a full dropper, which is 1 milliliter, that would be, so basically you would do 250 milligrams divided by 30 mils in the entire bottle, and that gets you 8.33 milligrams of CBD per milliliter with the 250. And if you did the same thing with the 500, it would be 16.66, and then the 1,000 would be 33.33 milligrams.
So basically, like, what I just took tincture-wise was about the same as this caramel. I usually use koi gummies, which we've done on this show before. I think those are only 5 milligrams per gummy, and I usually take 2 at a time, which would be 10 milligrams. So for me, a good dose seems to be somewhere between 10 and 15 milligrams.
Yep, and Mandy Castillo, is there PG and VG in the vape juice? Yes, there is. Heather R. Miller, what milligram would you use for fibromyalgia? So since usually the severity of pain is usually on the more mid to higher end of the scale, I would recommend starting out with the 500 milligram.
Cassie wanted to know, how does the liquid compare to isolate and gummies? Isolate meaning the powder.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, like if you're dabbing CBD isolate, you're gonna get, it's a lot more of a concentrated form, so you're gonna get a higher strength when dabbing it versus like the edibles or even like the vape juice. Like those contain CBD isolate, but it's in smaller doses. It's spread across the whole batch.
Right.
Whereas the CBD isolate, like if you're doing 0.2 grams, and that's 200 milligrams of CBD that you're dabbing right there.
By the way, guys, some of this stuff we've covered before, so if you ever want to just check out our YouTube channel, it's Wellicy. We have replays of this show on there, or Facebook or Instagram. Jump on there, check it out. You might find some answers you were looking for.
Diane Romeo, I wanted to ask if you carry the CBD Isolate crystals by themselves. Actually, yes, we do. We just rolled out our very own line of the Wellicy 99% CBD Isolate crystals, which you can dab, you can infuse in edibles, or like you said, you can make your own vape juice or tinctures with it.
Another good question here from Official Young Slick. Is there such a thing, or will there be such a thing as CBD water?
Yeah, no, there's actually a company circulating. I see them on Instagram from time to time. I'm pretty sure they're called CBD water, to be exact. But yeah, no, it's definitely out there. I personally have not tried it. There's another company. They actually make CBD tea, which I've had an option to. I've tried it before, and it was actually pretty good.
Funny story, actually. I talked to my buddy in LA yesterday. He lives in LA, and he said he was out at a restaurant, and I didn't get the exact details, but apparently they offered him like CBD in his food in LA.
Okay, no. So the CBD craze, as you guys are probably aware, it's everywhere. It's blowing up. There was actually a juice bar out in LA, a very prominent juice bar that added CBD infused smoothies. So you could tell me about that. So you could go in there and you could just pick out your CBD, whatever you want, and then they make your smoothie and infuse it with CBD, which is a pretty awesome idea.
That is really awesome.
Heather R. Miller, could you just add to grape e-juice? Yeah, so that if you wanted to do that, that would be what the unflavored CBD additive would be, because it doesn't have any flavor, but it comes in 250, 500, or 1,000 milligrams, and then so you would do a half tank filled with your grape e-liquid or whatever e-liquid, and then the other half with the Wellicy unflavored additive.
Alan says CBD tea sounds so spiritual.
I mean, I felt a little enlightened, when I drank it, but it was good. I mean, it didn't have. I mean, it was good. It got the job done, but I like it didn't have the potency that I was really looking for.
Okay.
Patricia, Anya, would CBD help with blood pressure or low, or what products would you recommend for this issue? So we're not medical professionals, so I mean, I'm not going to say that it can treat or cure your high or low blood pressure, but there have been some studies out there that have looked into that, and they're looking pretty prominent.
I'll say this again. This is just my opinion, but my father has high blood pressure and he's older, so I'm always looking at things that can help him out. And I've done research on CBD and blood pressure, and I have personally seen studies that show that it does have an effect on lowering blood pressure. Yep. I'm currently working on trying to get my dad to take it, but of course his doctor is a little skeptical, unfortunately. But
like most, it's unfortunate. But so Patricia, so the products that I would recommend, again, you definitely want to experiment with the different categories of products, edibles, tinctures, vape juice, and whatnot. But if you definitely want something that's quick and effective, I would go with the CBD oil route. Either the grape flavored CBD oil, or even our Wellicy CBD hemp oil tinctures, which are in chocolate mint or natural flavor.
I recommend the tincture or the gummies. The gummies I like because they're just super convenient, and you can just take one whenever you want. I like the tincture because it seems to be a little bit stronger and is a faster effect. You're not always able to just like drop a tincture in your mouth, although it's pretty easy to do. But if you're in a situation where you're not able to do that, then the gummies can come in handy. So those are my two go-tos, I guess.
Yeah, so Alan, not much of a drinker, but I get headaches, so great to know. Wonder if the oil would work on the temples as well. I mean, yeah, I could
see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why not, because it's still being absorbed. But you got to think, like, when you're doing it on your temples, that's just being absorbed into the receptors on the top layers of your skin. It's actually not going directly into your bloodstream. So you would definitely get a higher bioavailability from the tincture route.
And there are certain things out there that serve as like carrying agents, whether essential oils or things like that can actually help absorption. I'm not recommending anything. I'm just saying that that's out there if you want to look into that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Heather R. Miller again. Yeah, my mother-in-law had cancer and started using CBD and has helped her a ton.
Wow.
That's awesome. that is from a personal use from Heather or from her mother, and so no, that's awesome to see. It's definitely something to be considered for that.
Absolutely.
Phoenix Chase Tyler, I believe CBD is the new movement against all bad dreams. It is a carnival of laughter where anyone can attend. Can you imagine a valley of sunlight and happiness? I'm sure CBD would be there.
Great comment.
Yeah.
I bet he's a writer.
Yeah, no.
Alan had a good question here. He wanted to know, would it be okay to add a drip or two to his morning coffee for pain relief? It would be perfectly fine, Alan, but I don't just personally, I don't recommend mixing things with coffee because coffee can pass through your system kind of.
That and like hot beverages, you'll notice like I'll drop a tincture into my coffee in the morning, but when it's hot, you'll see like a layer of the oil as it can't be absorbed into hot drinks.
Yeah.
So but if you put that into a cold drink, you can absorb it in there. And it's kind of weird how that happens, but it's something where the oil doesn't break down. So then you'll still feel the effects, but you'll just have like a little kind of like floaties on the top of your coffee, which I didn't have a problem with, but and definitely it'll kind of impact the taste.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something you want to consider. So if you enjoy the taste of your coffee, then you might want to separate the two.
Just want to throw a quick shout out to an article I also read recently. Mandy said, I read mangoes help boost the effects of CBD. I also read that article, and I love mangoes, and I eat them almost every day, and I had no idea. So shout out to that article.
Yep, shout out. Let's see. Keep those questions and comments coming, guys.
Yeah, we're getting great questions and comments, guys. We really appreciate all the support, and hopefully we're giving you guys good information.
Yep. Yeah, no, Mandy, that eating mangoes is actually great. I actually tested that for myself for the first time. Actually noticed some beneficial effects from it.
Should we start?
Yeah, let's do the winner.
You got somebody you like?
Yeah, let me find it. Where did that one go?
We got a bunch of people over here.
Yeah, no, you guys are absolutely killing it on the engagement in the comments, and we really appreciate it, guys. We definitely couldn't do this without you.
So many good questions and comments. Really appreciate that.
Oh, and ask them during the week, too. If you think of something you want to know, hit us up, Facebook, Instagram, wherever, email. Hello, what is it? Hello, Wellicy?
Hello at Wellicy.com.
Yeah, I'd be happy to try to.
Yeah, or you guys could directly Facebook message us or slide into the DMs on Instagram.
Nice.
We'll always respond. All right, so let's pick today's winner. Diane, your comments are making me laugh.
What? Oh, that's a great question.
Phoenix Chase Tyler, your comment, if you agree, yes, I think
you can.
Yeah, no, you're the winner, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Phoenix Chase Tyler, you with that comment, can CBD be used to solve relationship problems? That put a smile on my face. So congratulations, you won the 500 milligram bottle of the Wellicy grape CBD
to answer
oil.
Your question though, it depends on the problem.
yes, no, it might help. Definitely something that you'd want to test for yourself, but I haven't had any experience with that myself. But yeah, Phoenix Chase Tyler, please send us a Facebook message or Instagram message with your shipping information, and also can you please send a copy of your ID so we can verify that you are at least 18 plus.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you guys all for engaging with us and asking your questions. We really enjoy getting on here every single week and hanging out with you guys. I look forward to Wednesdays.
This really is a lot of fun, guys. We couldn't do it without you. So keep those questions and comments coming next Wednesday, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, during the week, whenever. We'd love to answer as many questions as possible.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And if you guys have any questions that come up during the week, shoot me an email, hello@wellicy.com, or hit us up on Facebook or Instagram. And I will personally respond to you and answer any of your questions the best way that I can. And also, one last thing, don't forget to use the coupon code WELLNESS at checkout on Wellicy.com to save 15% off your next purchase. So, and that's even for you, some of you guys that have already made purchases. We just wanted to offer this coupon to thank you for taking time out of your busy Wednesday and to hang out with us. So take advantage and save 15% off.
Appreciate it, guys. Good to see you all again. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Later, guys.
Take care.